So I'm Kevin Duris, the owner and head jeweler here at Duris Studios, which is basically a business that I started in 2010 officially, although I was making jewelry for a lot longer than that, either as a different business entity or working for other people in the Newport area, primarily. I did have a studio briefly in Narragansett and one in Fall River, but I've always kind of lived and operated out of Newport and really loved the community here and had my customer base here. I came to Newport kind of just by default. I went to Roger Williams University in Bristol, and after I graduated, briefly lived in Newport and just kind of fell in love with it. And everything in my life that became a decision to kind of diverge away from Newport kind of just always never happened, and it always kind of pushed me back, kind of like something rolling around in the surf. It just kind of keeps going back to the shore. And that's kind of what happened. I ended up kind of just landing here and loving it here. Yeah, that's a good question, because everybody has that experience where they kind of hang around the town that they went to college in or had a job for a little while, and they eventually find their way and go somewhere else or travel, do that kind of thing, which I did a little bit of that, but long story short, I had more opportunity here than I thought I did. I basically wanted to know if I could have a go at being an artist and working with my hands. I didn't know at first if it was going to be jewelry or not. My intention was to work mostly in sculpture, but there's less opportunities for that just generally, let alone just specifically here. But did have some good opportunities to work with some other artists and some other people that taught me a lot. And one opportunity leading to the next kind of just dictated just a good environment. And once I started to kind of commit to making jewelry, I realized that there is a market for it here, and it is a destination for a lot of people to come and build memories, and jewelry is a very personal thing for people, so it just became natural. Well, yeah, a huge part of it really had to do with having a vision as to how things should be done in your world, right? So maybe there's some people that might see this and listen to this that might agree with my statement that I'm kind of not a very good employee. I definitely always kind of had a bullish way of wanting to do things and do things myself. And I do like teaching people and working with people. So it just became a natural thing for me to kind of start to create something from scratch based upon the knowledge that I had. It took a long time to get enough cumulative knowledge to be able to pull it off, but it definitely was something I always thought I needed or wanted to do. Even people that knew me when I was really young kind of thought that I'd be doing something on my own eventually. That would definitely be the daily surprises, right? So on any given day, I'm not really sure who's going to walk into my shop and what questions they're going to ask me and what projects I'm going to be involved with. Sure, some things repeat themselves and cycle, but it's never boring. I'm always getting asked to do things I've never tried before, to push my own limitations, to think creatively, to kind of come up with solutions to design problems that people have or present me. And I think that, generally speaking, it's that kind of daily excitement that kind of helps drive what I do. It's fun.
Very cool.
I would say, without a doubt, definitely don't take anything for granted. Nothing's gonna come to you. You have to work at it every day. And that's not just here in Newport, but that's just about any small business anywhere. You have to commit yourself to it, without a doubt. And also don't get discouraged by things that you perceive as failures, because those kind of mistakes are the things that help define exactly who you are and what you want to do. The only other thing I would say also is don't assume anything about your potential customers, because there's so many different types of people here in Newport. Everybody is important and everybody has their own story, and there's a lot of diversity here, and you just have to kind of roll with that and just have fun with it.
Great. Well, thank you, Kevin.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate you taking your time and being a part of the NEWPORTRAIT Series.
My pleasure.
Excellent. Thanks.